So everything's great, right? Yep. We're just cruising along. Things are good. Writing songs about love.
Awesome. Great. Okay.
Capitol Police say about 150 people gathered were illegally and violently protesting, which resulted in 6 officers being treated for injuries, including minor cuts, pepper spray, and being punched.
The tear gas first started down the Commons, then the guard moved up on both sides of Taylor Hall and forced the kids off the Commons. Then one group, I don't know how many there were, 50 maybe, perhaps more, perhaps less.
Do you agree with the chant that Israel is a terrorist state?
I agree with the chant that stop the genocide. And yes, I'm with the chant that say Israel is a terrorist state because it's killing civilians.
So what is happening right now on college campuses in America and around the world is not happening by accident. It is happening by design. This is a conclusion of a coordinated and well-funded campaign that has been waged against the West and against Israel for over 30 years.
This summer I hear the drum for Daddy in Ohio.
Ready, set, go. Pro-Palestinian protesters set up camp at ASU's historic Old Main Lawn Friday morning. Their list of demands is long, but ultimately calls on the university to sever ties with Israel.
I'm here today to protest ASU and how they've treated every pro-Palestinian student, how they've neglected any Palestinian student, and our tuition money is going directly to kill my family members.
After you feed them, then what will we do? Will you ask them to leave?
They've got grievances, they've got demands. There are demands on both sides. We have to talk.
And then there were a whole lot of kids around them. A few kids were throwing sticks and stones, but that was only a handful, not more than 10, 15.
Don't hit people!
Police trying multiple times to break apart the protests and telling protesters to leave.
Back up! Back up! Back up! Back up! Take the ball into this party. Back up!
So what Israel's enemies, and the enemies of the West really, the people and the entities and the countries that do not like democracy and anything that we hold dear, what they have concluded is that they're not going to be able to take Israel down militarily. And they've shifted the gear and shifted their plan to taking Israel down geopolitically, to basically delegitimize Israel's right to exist as a Jewish state. And they've been doing this for over 30 years in academia and on college campuses. We know about this. We've known about this for a very long time.
And then the guard shot some tear gas up on the hill to disperse the crowd, and the kids picked it up and threw it back.
We'll fly out. The guard will make a perimeter, a circle, right out in here. From the right, you move out. You start a big circle.
And Aaron, tonight the White House is weighing in on all this.
That's right, Lester. Tonight, President Biden saying he condemns both anti-Semitic protests and those who, quote, don't understand what's going on with the Palestinians.
Their plan was to make Israel toxic, to literally turn Israel toxic, because Israel is on the front line of a worldwide war in the Middle East against radical Islam. And they need to take Israel down in order to move to the West. And that is one of the things that we've been trying to tell the West for a very, very long time.
You don't talk during a state of emergency, Mike. You know that. Come on.
I'm sorry, but
we'll
I don't
talk
want
as
people
soon as
shot.
we get this
I don't
settled
want
down.
people shot on this campus, just as a citizen of this campus.
Who wants people
All
shot?
right, but they're sitting quietly.
Okay, will you ask them to leave?
Videos posted to social media show protesters standing with their arms interlocked, blocking the DNC doors as they get into a shoving match with police.
Leave this area immediately.
And all of a sudden I heard the shooting. And then I saw people dropping to the ground, and then I fell to the ground also.
This is nothing short of a plan to move forward jihadi ideology in the West. And we all need to be extremely careful because the Jews are first, and then Israel, and then the rest of the world.
What the investigators have to determine then is whether indeed there was a sniper and whether the guard was justified in firing its weapons, or whether, as some people here believe, the guard, under the pressure of a rock-throwing attack, panicked and fired its weapons indiscriminately, killing 4 people. Ike Pappas, CBS News, at Kent, Ohio.
It's exactly the same thing. So we have anti-Semitic tropes that are rehashed today and are causing all this violence on college campuses, and the young generation don't understand that their minds have been hijacked with the nefarious forces that are going to, as you said, to that person who threatened to murder Zionists. He would be the first one to go if the jihadi get their will.
It began as an ordinary school day when gunfire erupted this afternoon.
Those who could ran, hiding in classrooms, even closets, while the shooting continued.
So I was looking around, everything's so beautiful, and we're sitting here and everything's going so great. And I'm just realizing how it's all changed.
Here saying we need to fight this evil with all our might because this is literally a war against every value that we love in the West.
There's always someone walking among us who has nefarious objectives and will use some of our greatest technology for the unraveling of civilization. That's always been the case.
Thanks a lot for searching that out, man. Appreciate that. Fisherman in the box. Fisherman in a box.
You know, this is so bad, I can't even joke about it.